Bortle here was not able to meet San Antonio or Tulsa regionals because I had to go out and celebrate my 5th place top 8 deck profile from YESSSS Lubbock, Texas. My goodness. So congratulations on those that just made top 8 and earned your invites to nationals. What was I supposed to say?
Joey here for Bortle, and today we are at the Tulsa Regional. Who do we got today? TW, right?
Taylor Wallace.
Yo, this guy got his calculator out for a deck profile. That's weird.
I was ready to set up.
Oh, God, yeah.
I was just in the zone. I was just like, get all my fucking cards out.
Alright, so what'd you play today? You got to play some... play some ass?
I played some ass. I played Adventure Synchro Skip, because I'm
Alright.
just skipping people's turns. I got like 5 ways to do it in my deck, and it's kind of ignorant. I ain't gonna lie.
Alright, so...
This deck...
what's the name of the deck?
Ass.
No. What does it actually stand for?
Adventure Synchro Skip.
Alright, there you go. So it's, ass is justified, guys. Alright, so you want to get into the list?
Yeah, but talk a little bit about like
Okay,
its inception. I'm an idiot and I like bricks. And then in my punk deck, which this started as a punk deck, he just casually, my boy Matt casually was like, hey, what if you just cut the punk cards? And I was just like, yeah, all right. So then I just didn't have a deck really, and I was like, yeah, this is good. And I just kind of like manifested like an idea, and you'll see how it just fucking unfolds. Here we go. It's not set up a traditional way like monster spells and traps. It's just like these boys and these boys.
Let's go.
So we got the Sandin Package. If y'all saw Hani's profile, you already know. Yeah, it's just Hulk, Scythe, Hulk, Dag to Scythe, 1 card, easy. We got a tuning package with Jet Synchron, but y'all know that. We also got Necro Synchron. This card is a pretty big MVP of this deck, honestly. It functions kind of like a pseudo Red Rose. It's obviously like in its own way not as good, but it just has different applications. Obviously being searchable by tuning is one of them. But its effect is like you can target a monster on your board, up its level by 2. Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, whatever.
You can adjust its level by 2, like increase. And if you synchro with it for a wind monster, you can special summon a level 1 plant from your deck. In which case I'm summoning Spore. So in this deck with the Brave setup, I'll have the token in the level 7, and I'll summon Necro Synchron, and I can just do a lot. I have like also this deck needs refining. This is a 2-hour thought process when building the deck, and I threw it together, and I already know changes I'm gonna make, but you'll understand the idea of it and everything like that. I can make the MVP of the deck. You can make Baron, summon it with that, or then summon that off of it and everything like that. But it's pretty nice. Also, Spore's probably not the best target. Like I said, no thinking, because I don't have another plant in my deck. I just needed a level 1 plant tuner, so I just grabbed Spore because he's my boy.
He's your boy.
So yeah, that's kind of like a starter package with the Sandin and the tuning starters and everything like that. But so all of that's there. We'll get into the Brave package. So we got 3 Enchantress, we got 3 Rights, standard.
Very standard.
We got 3 Griffins, we got 3 Illegal Knights, we got 2 Faithful Adventures, and we got 2 Dracobacks.
And we found out why it's ass.
And so I kind of like the thought process when actually using the standard Brave package, when you're like, damn, I drew this. I'm like, yeah, I drew it. So I'll be like, cool, my second Dracoback.
Yeah, dude, straight up drawing right in Griffin's insane.
But like these cards, they double as like extenders. Yeah. But ultimately, they're also just hand traps, and that's kind of my biggest thing. I have no I want to play the grind game. This card, I think when people use it as a package, it's hard to include this because people just don't see the vision with this card. But if you play the deck like an adventure, just control and everything like that, this card just goes the mile.
Yeah, the stun.
Yeah, like if you're just sitting there ready to just not completely combo and kill your opponent, just be like, play 2 cards, hold my hand, cool, do it. Yeah, it works. It works just fine. But yeah, like they function as extenders. The level 7 obviously is ideal in a lot of scenarios. I doubled up on the Draco back and I doubled up on the Faithful Adventure because, I mean, ultimately this is really just a Brave deck. Like, we're just kind of doing pure. I know I don't have like the level 4 and the traps and everything like that, which, I mean, I might investigate. That might be the move too. But I'll just figure that shit out. These function very, very well as a 3 and a 3.
Yeah.
Because I love having both of them at the same time. If I open one, I'll just search the other, and just having Griffin or whatever with this in the back is just good.
Yeah.
It's just good.
No, dude. I can definitely see this winning games for sure.
And then like I also got tired of my adventure just getting done, and then I'm just like my whole deck's turned off, so I'm just like, yeah, we'll do 2. And then the Draco back package, the reason I did 2 mainly, there's plays that I'll go into later, but it's just like I said, I'm playing it as a grind game, not like a combo OTK let's kill you kind of thing. I plan on like taking this to like 3 turns, so I might need this one, you know.
Yeah.
3 whole turns.
You gotta aim for that turn 3.
So Draco or fucking Enchantress package or whatever these are called, Braves.
So what else we
Adventures. This is where it gets a little weird. So we use 3 hysteric signs.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the weird part.
We use 3 hysteric signs, 3 Harpy's Feather Storms, and a Harpy's Feather Duster. I mean, I guess you could call this a Brave Harpy deck, but I'm not using any Harpy monsters. This is like it. I'm discarding this with, you know, my Fateful or my Jet Synchron discard, and I'm searching these at the end phase. If I draw this, I have Griffin, and that's a win-wing beast. So, I mean, Griffin set this is good. So I'm just skipping your turn that way.
So it kind of justifies, in a way, playing 3 Griffin.
Yes, for
with
sure,
3
for sure. Like
for anyone who doesn't know, like, you want to explain the hysteric sign?
Yeah, okay, so hysteric sign, if it goes from the hand or the field to the graveyard, at the end phase, you can add up to 3 different Harpy names from your deck to your hand.
So you just have the 2 targets?
Yeah, I just have the 2 targets. You know, I mean, I might put Harpy monsters in here. I didn't think too much about it. That sounds like crap immediately, but we'll investigate that later.
Just like playing 2 Jacob back?
Yeah, just like playing 2 Jacob.
3 illegal night?
No, that was the move. That was definitely the move.
Yeah.
I don't regret that at all. I don't regret any of this at all. But I mean, yeah, there might just be a Harpy play that I just don't know about. Well, I'm just gonna look into it later. But this was just an idea I had, mainly because, I mean, I'm just not gonna wait that long. Cyber Slash Harpy Lady, the Synchro. It's a generic 8 wind for the Necro Synchron Synchro that I can just make.
You basically search the trap card in the end phase.
Yeah, I just search the trap card at the end phase, and I make the.
If you have the Harpy level 8, then you can use it from your hand.
And I can just use this from my hand, skip your turn, and everything like that. And she has an interrupt built in. I can proc that on their turn pretty easily. So yeah, I'm just searching a turn skip on their turn or at my end phase by discarding and everything like that. I'd say this is as close to my Fluffle Edge package as we're getting. And then what's going on here? Yeah, and then just some hand traps. This is a 41 card deck, by the way, because I just couldn't cut cards. I built the deck with Out Foolish and forgot about it, so I just threw it in as 41. But these were the only hand traps I used, just these 5. 100% the worst cards in the deck. 100%.
Wow.
Well, I mean, like, this is good, but like, I really just don't need to use hand traps. I'll probably just side this, honestly.
Okay.
But in my head, I have a line that I make, and I want to draw a hand trap. Sometimes I draw like 4 cards on your opponent's turn and everything. So I was like, yeah, I should probably just get some hand traps in this deck. But this just, no.
Hand traps get a little better when you're using like Red Rose.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you feel about that? Using all the level 7 extenders, Red Rose might be pretty good.
I'm gonna look into Red Rose. Like I said, this is, I'd say, I had a Punk deck 2 hours into the drive here, so 2 hours left, and then we cut the Punk cards from a Punk deck. We put in some Harpy cards without even thinking about it, and just rolled with it.
All right, let's
but it was just kind of had like a vision.
Okay.
Hand traps, and then just like the one I was the Foolish, the Snow, and the Scythe. Probably MVP, honestly. I don't know why that came back.
Why did you just randomly have Harpy cards on a...
Oh, I didn't.
Here?
I didn't. These were hard to find. Like, freaking Giordano, like, hooked it up. Like, I could not find this Cyber Slash Harpy Lady.
That's the guy with the
Oh, fuck. I thought it was him. I thought it was y'all. Just whatever. Hand the camera over to him. Just...
Wasn't he the bozo?
There we go.
All right.
You were pointing at him. You threw me. Just fuck. Damn. Anyways, so extra deck, just you know, Hulk, Dagda, Almirage, Anima, just standard ways to just kind of get into this and stuff. Just ways to link my little boys off. And Synchros, Baron for the Insane level 10. Just I guess I didn't order this. I'm just gonna start just throwing cards out here now. We'll go for the XL tuners. These for the Scythe Pop, for the Snow Dump, for the just whatever I needed to on their turn or whatever. I'll seek with the Cyber Harpy Lady with him to make him the Cyber Harpy Lady. She has a generic like interrupt. It's since I run a second Draco back, it's easy to proc because I can end on this and allow my opponent to do whatever. Tag this out for a Synchro, proc Fateful, add the Draco back, proc this, bounce their monster because it activates to bounce any card once a spell or trap is activated. So I can proc it that way because I have the second search if they don't proc it for me anyway. We got Hyper Librarian because I have a line where I make Librarian and then this, and draw a card, tribute that off for the formula, draw 2, make Baron, draw another card. All on their turn and everything.
Scythe.
Yeah, I just do plenty of stuff. I mean, like there's stuff to do.
Yeah.
Crimson Blader, so I can skip turns again. More skipping.
Yeah.
Just kill anything.
This card came up, right?
Yeah, it came up against Sword Soul. Against an Eldritch player, I summoned Illegal Knight, bounced their back row, and then made it and killed my Illegal Knight.
Oh god, yes.
And so this was nice. More skipping. We got the Boral Savage, the Hot Red, and then this. This is not that good. That like this was still in my punk head. Like this is I'm gonna make this because I'm doing punk combos, but in this deck this just doesn't happen at all. So these can be cut honestly, but they're there. I made this a few times. This once on accident, and then King Calamity, more skipping because I had a 35-minute game 1 round 3 and then ended doing this that far into the game.
Damn.
So that's that. We're like 5 ways to skip turns now for the skip part of the ass deck. And then the side deck had 0 thought into it. This is not the best one. I'm just showing you because I used it. 3 Droll, 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Zombie World.
Wow.
3 of this.
Damn.
3 of that.
That is a lot of cards good against my deck.
Yeah, and you're the only loss I had, so the only guy I lost to. Weird how that works. And yeah, this is the deck. Yeah, this is obviously all this is going to be changed. I'm going to revamp this deck. Probably use it next week at Houston. See what's going on with that.
Yeah.
But that is the deck. Harpy weird ass.
Are you gonna
That
put
is some
punk cards
ass.
back in it?
Probably not, honestly.
You don't want to make it a punk ass deck?
Why'd you do that? Yeah, I guess I got it now. That's crazy.
ass.
That sounds insane. That's insane.
All right. Do you have any like shout outs?
Shout out to Necrosynchron.
Necrosynchron?
Shout out to Necrosynchron. That
Alright.
card's crazy.
Let's go.
And I can already think of other plays I want to make with like Stellar Wolf Rayet and everything like that. But we'll get into that later. Next profile next week. And but shout out to Matt, my boy, who convinced me to take the best cards out of my deck. Shout out to the boys, him for hooking me up with this Cyber / Harpy Lady. I couldn't find one for the life of me.
What about that Savage?
Yeah, I mean,
Shout out to
Ked. You just want the screen time, bro. Yeah, shout out to Ked. All me, Ked, Matt, Joey, cameraman. We all rode in the car. Creighton was supposed to be there, but he bailed.
Oh, what's good? Had to go to the Matrix.
And shout out to Epic Cards and Games, Robert Mignette. I feel like I might be forgetting. Definitely Josh McElmore for sure, and his girlfriend Amelia for using the snow. The snow was crazy, and I'm very thankful that I got to use it. And I'm sorry I held on to it for so long. Other than that, we're gonna go. Let's go out here. Let's get some food or something.